Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Sir, I can talk to him, but he's not hard to find, sir. Isn't this a school night, young lady? It doesn't matter. It's their world, and they won't stand for you anymore. If it isn't me, it'll just be someone else. Bruce, this is idiotic. That was 3 ribs, Bruce. What are you doing? Do you want me to kill you? Bruce, your heart. Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy. All this time, I've been living my life the way my father saw it. I'm righting wrongs for a ghost. Superman was never real. It did on my world. My world doesn't exist anymore. Did the nightmares ever stop? I miss you too, Dad. Bruce, you have to listen to me. Lex, he wants us to... You don't understand. There's no time. Stay down. If I wanted it, you'd be dead already. This thing is from another world. My world. Is she with you? I love you. This is my world. You are my world. Fair enough, but we're talking about millions of people. Diana's right. That's what we do. We're not here to hide, Luthor. We're here to clean up your Earth's mess. That's a waste of time. We're gonna hit multiple targets at the same time. Teams of 2. All due respect, Lex, we aren't your Justice League. You and Jean, Diana and GL, he's with me. Flash, I'd rather not have to hurt you, Jimmy. You did what? I'm sorry, Mr. President. There's a saying on my world. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. I owe you an apology about this mission. You were right. Still, more help around here wouldn't be a bad idea. Diana, what's going on? Tell them they'd be wasting their bullets. They did this? And you just stood by and watched? You must be Robin. I hear you're quite a detective. New look? Sidekick? Do you mind if I ask? Fair enough. I see I have your attention. We face a threat big enough to wipe us off the earth, and still we bicker about a mask or a uniform. My best friend is lying upstairs right now. She would have given her life for this country, and I could hardly look her in the eye. America was founded on the notion that a person should be free to follow his or her own destiny. But we can't do that if we're living in fear of our own government. We need to reclaim this country for free men and women everywhere. I don't know where to start. That ship that appeared last night? I'm the one they're looking for. No, but this General Zod, even if I surrender, there's no guarantee he'll keep his word. But if there's a chance I can save Earth by turning myself in, shouldn't I take it? Zod can't be trusted. The problem is, I'm not sure the people of Earth can be trusted either. You might want to step back a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Krypton had its chance! You're a monster, Zod. And I have to stop you. It's one of your surveillance drones. It was. I know you're trying to find out where I hang my cape. You won't. I grew up in Kansas, General. I'm about as American as it gets. Look, I'm here to help. But it has to be on my own terms. And you have to convince Washington of that. I don't know, General. Guess I'll just have to trust you. Dad? I've missed you. And you must be disappointed. I haven't grown into the man you raised me to be. Well, that's one, Dad. Sometimes I think it would be easier if you were here. Not according to Jor-El. What's coming, Dad? I took my anger out on people. I destroyed an entire building. I know now that I have it within me to kill. I failed. You never had that problem. Lionel, Dad, you were just trying to protect me. I don't even know how I got to this place. I feel like every time I do something right, I do something wrong. Impulse, Aquaman, Cyborg, Green Arrow. What do you guys call your team? I want to be a part of this. But that thing I told you guys about, the thing I started, I still have to take care of that. You're not Lex. What'd you do to those people? Whoever you are. I'm just a guy working on his farm. So what do you want? Which has no effect on me ever since I gave up my powers. Can't say I miss these chats. That is worth more than any superpower. I think it's time for you... Still stronger. Oh, that was Lex Luthor from another Earth. Apparently the multiverse is ending? What'd the girls make? Oh, that sounds like a job for... us. Easy, miss. I've got you. A friend. All those things that I can do. All those powers. I couldn't even save him. I failed. I failed you. I failed myself and all of humanity. General? Would you care to step outside? He's up to something. Can anybody see that? I'll never respect him. He's a sick man. Thanks for the history lesson, but I'm not buying it. You know me too well. I can't just stand back and do nothing. I won't. I know you pretty well too. Where's the Flash when you need him? Do us both a favor and buy one. You know who I was thinking of the other day? Magpie. Do we know another Magpie? Whatever happened to her? No. You sure? Why is it good villains never die? They must think I did this with my heat vision. What do you need money for, Mongol? All you ever cared about is ruling the universe. What are you, Luthor's boy now? I am so sick of Lex Luthor. Mongol wasn't his usual talkative self. Top of that building. Had to be a telepath. I heard a gorilla's heartbeat. I wouldn't miss this for anything. Already had one. Sometimes you have to trust your instincts. That was my best friend. And you just killed him. Her name is Kara Zor-El from Krypton. She's my cousin. Send me the bill. This vessel carries our daughter, Kara Zor-El, from the now dead planet Krypton. Treat her as you would your own child. She will prove a treasure for your world. It says treasure, not terror, not trouble. Always the cynic. You can't help yourself, can you? Look, she's been through a lot, not to mention learning an entire language in less than a week. Why don't you cut her some slack? I'm not saying there aren't loose ends, which is why she's in quarantine until she can gain control. She may be the only blood relative I have left. I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, at least for the time being. You don't have a problem with that, do you? I know how busy you all are, but it's only appropriate that you should be the first to hear. You, who would put your lives on the line for a perfect stranger. We're all alike, for each of us, in our own way, had to struggle to become who we are. But what better role for anyone to aspire to than hero? So allow me to reintroduce to you my cousin, Kara Zor-El. Or as the world will come to know her, Supergirl. I hear everything. You wrote that the world doesn't need a savior. But every day I hear people crying out for one. I'm always around, Good night, Lois. Jimmy, how did Lex Luthor get out of prison? Are you alright? Well, I hope this experience hasn't put any of you off flying. Statistically speaking, it's still the safest way to travel. Sure. For a citizen of Metropolis, always. A reject from Gotham believed we didn't cover him enough. So he played what he called a practical joke and gassed everyone in the building. My friends, my wife. I lost everyone in one fell swoop. Actually, this is the second time I've gone nuts and fought myself. I put this on, this crest. I made a promise to keep fighting no matter what. Because, Lois, even in the darkest times, hope cuts through. Hope is the light that lifts us out of darkness. I finally get it. Thank you. I made the mistake of treating you people like people. Now, I understand better. I understand now what the world wants, what it needs. The world needs people in charge, willing to put the animals down. It's never too late for peace, Black. I did, Pa. Sucker teleported, technically. So even Smallville's rooting for the elite. Come on, it's not that simple. I don't think I make them feel safe anymore, the way I do things. Thanks, Pa. How does it feel, Black? How does it feel to be the victim? To watch your dreams die? You're right about me. I would never put civilians in harm's way. I won't kill. But you would. They saw the ugliness of violence as a solution, and it frightened them. It frightened me too when I decided to cross that line and do what you do. It was so easy. Anger, vengeance. Luckily, I'm not you. And I never will be. Point taken. But the option remains to vote no on all candidates. So I nominate Icon for league membership. As long as it takes, Connell. But we will be back, little brother. I'm glad Johnny's okay. 'Cause I'm not. If I had gotten to Mars 5 minutes sooner. I'm the selfish one. 10 years ago, I couldn't get over myself. I had all these excuses, suspicions, all this misplaced blame. I couldn't see him for who he was. I wasted so much time. I hope you're right. God, I hope you're right.